this is when you know it's real. This is when you know it's real, family. Not every day you're gonna hit the numbers, man. I mean, that's just the name of the game. But last week I did not work 2 days. Well, one day I worked half a day, and the other day I did 1 batch. But that's technically not working for me. We ended the week last week with this number right here, 1,918 for the company. I just wanted to, just say this, just so you guys know, all of this money that is being made does not go to me. It doesn't all go to me. It goes to our company, and we do a lot of other things. This is just another income stream to help grow the company and, invest into the things that we need to invest to expand. We have, investments that are being made, for expansion. We own company vehicles. This is a company vehicle owned by the company. This phone is owned by the company. Bella's phone is owned by the company. Her vehicle, we have a lot going on, and it's just one of the strategies that we use to build wealth.
Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. Nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up.
What's poppin', family? What's good? So check this out. As you can see, it's the middle of the day and I am not even working. I'm gonna touch up on a couple things real quick. I'm gonna let y'all know a few things. So check this out. What time is it? It is, can you see that? So I'm not really working today. Yesterday I did okay. I'm at 306. Didn't really do anything today. So, I'm gonna try to get some batches in later in the afternoon. But that being said, let me touch up on something that you guys need to know about Instacart, okay? If you are not making Instacart your life, you do not make a lot of money, okay? So that's one thing you have to understand. This is not like a job where you're getting paid hourly. We all know that. So you have to make Instacart your first priority if you want to hit the numbers that I hit. As you can see, it's not my first priority right now. I'm with my sister. We visited my mom. I'm about to take her back to the station so she can get back home. And, it's not my first priority. When it's not your first priority, you don't make money, all right? Or you don't make a lot of money. You still can make some money, because I'm quite sure I'll go out later tonight and I'll still make a couple dollars. You know what I'm saying? Maybe 100, 200, whatever. Doesn't really matter. We're just gonna run it up as much as we can. But you have to make Instacart your first priority. I still get a lot of comments that say, yo, Var, it's just not like that in my city. It's just not like that. Or, I don't see these batches in my city. I don't see these batches. Okay, now, there's 2 key phrases there, right? I'm gonna explain this to you. You guys have to understand this. The 2 key phrases that you just said is, I don't see and in my city. Understand that. I don't see and in my city. That may be true. I'm not saying that's a lie. What I'm saying is your city may not have the best batches. It still has some, but probably not the best. And if you do not know the top strategies, which I will be dropping, hold on, I'm gonna let y'all know in a second about that, then you're not at an advantage to get the good batches if there are any in your city. You're not seeing them. One of the reasons is, I keep telling everybody, it's crucial to wake up as early as possible. And I hate to sound like a broken record, but that's so crucial. Understand that if you take a batch early in the AM, your phone is activated and telling Instacart that you're working, and they will feed you batches throughout the day. All right? Your phone will get fed batches more likely than other phones and other people. If you go first, if you start first, the early bird / savage bird gets the worm. Second, or third, I don't know which number I'm on, forget the numbers. But literally, family, what you guys don't understand, and look, I gotta take the mask off for this. I don't even know why I got it on in my car. What you guys don't understand is, when I first started doing Instacart, I couldn't believe it when I hit $100 a day. Isn't that crazy? I could not believe I made $100 a day. I was making 80 and 90 a day. and just thinking I was doing something. Like, yo, okay, I'm doing, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? Then I hit 120. I was like, oh, snap. Oh, I hit 120 in a day. Now, for those of you that don't know me or don't know my story, not to jump off track here, I used to do landscaping and make $120 a day working all day in the heat, lawn mowing, all right? So now back to the story. So when I hit 120 just grocery shopping, I was like, oh snap. And I hit it by like 4 o'clock. I was like, yo, this is crazy. The next day, I hit around 120 again, but it took me a little later by 6 o'clock, right? I'm like, all right, yeah, I got a gig here. You know, I got the AC. I'm just grocery shopping and delivering. This ain't hard. I ain't cutting grass. This ain't hard. Then something happened. I had received a batch and it took me far. It took me like 40 minutes away. I went 40 minutes away to deliver this batch. It was one of the bigger batches too, because I haven't seen it. It was like a 62 or something. I'm like, oh snaps, $62 one batch. Wow, like I was like blown out my mind. And I got it while I was at home, which you can't really do that anymore. But I got it while I was at home. And I was just chilling, you know, looking at my phone, got a 62, went to the store, delivered it 40 minutes away. Check this out. 40 minutes away, 3 towns over. So not my city. I delivered the batch. After I delivered the batch, I opened my phone. And this is on everything I love. On everything I love. I marked delivered, opened my phone to refresh to see what was out in this new city that I'd never tried, Instacart. 158. I was so nervous. Back then, you had enough time to look at the order. I opened it, I looked at the items, I was like, oh, is this real? Went back out of it, was like, should I take this? Thinking to myself. Then I was like, swipe. Got it. $158 order. $158 order. I couldn't believe it. I went to the store in that city, never been to this store in my life. It took me 2 hours to shop it. It took me 2 hours. I was a rookie. It took me 2 hours just to shop it. Then it took me like, what, 32 some minutes just to deliver it. And I remember when I shopped it, my natural skills started kicking in. When I shopped it, I was like over buttery, over like, you know, super like using psychology on a customer. Oh yeah, they don't have these. Check a picture. I'm gonna go ask the employees in the back to see if they have exactly the items you want, or maybe there's a possible replacement. You know, just being extra buttery, because it was a big batch. I'm like, yo, I want this customer to be super happy, right? So I did this batch, right? And then I delivered it. And I remember, I on the way driving back, I was looking at my phone, not for another batch, to see if that actually went through, if I actually made that much money, if that money really is in my account. Kept refreshing. Boom, I seen it. $150 added to the account. You know what I did? Not even gonna lie to y'all. I called my mom. Yo, mom. She's like, what, boy? I said, mom, you know this new app I'm doing? Did you know this new app? She said, yeah, you doing a little delivery app. I said, mom, I was just doing it as a little hustle thing. Mom, you're not gonna believe what I just got. She said, what? I said, mom, I just got $150 plus for one order. She said, no, you didn't. I said, mom, I'm not joking. Took a screenshot and sent it to her. This was on my old phone too. This was like 2 phones ago. And she was like, what? That's crazy. She said, that's good. Keep doing it. I said, I am. From that day forward, guess what I did? I woke my butt up and I went 40 minutes away to that town and sat at that store and camped it. And guess what happened? I kept getting bangers. I started getting 50s and 60s and, you know, good 25s and good 30s and then another 70, and then multiple 100 batches. As time went on, I got another 100 plus batch. I got another 100 plus batch. Then I got an 80 and a 90 and 70s and 50. Just constantly, every other day, every day, I was getting these good batches, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. And from that moment, family, it showed me. It's like, yo, okay, the best batches, the best orders are not in my area. They in another town. They in 3 towns over. They ain't in my city. I don't see the orders in my city because they ain't here. They 3 towns over. I gotta drive 40 minutes. So you know what I did? Started waking up early and driving 40 minutes. What are you doing? Then I learned about Costco. And that was just a whole nother thing. Once I got into the Costco atmosphere, you know, there's multiple Costcos. I just started hitting them all. There's like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, about 8 different Costcos that I can go to. And they're not close. 2 or 3 of them are close to me. The other one, 45 minutes that way, you know, almost an hour that way. Another, another 40 something minutes up that way, 30 something minutes that way, 20 minutes that way, and then the closest one to me is about 15 minutes up the road, right? So I just started hitting all the Costco. I took 1 week at one Costco, sat there every day. When it dropped, I was there from when I figured out what time orders showed up at Costco, I was there. And I sat there for 1 week. I made sure I was at that Costco every morning looking for batches. And I seen, okay, I got some good, some not. Then I went to another Costco the next week, sat there every morning when they dropped, and I seen what I can get. And then guess what I did? Went to the other Costco, 40 something minutes away, sat there, seen what I can get. And guess what I did? Yeah, I think you get it, right? I went to the other one for a week straight. When they dropped, sat there, see what I can get. Then I went to the other one and the other one, and I stayed for a week straight. I went to all these Costco's and I kept going there for a week straight just to see, because I know one day wouldn't do it. I'm like, okay, I gotta see Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at this Costco. Same thing, 7 days a week at this Costco. Same thing for all of them. And then I started picking up which Costco's was dropping, and luckily enough for me, all of them had pretty good batches here and there throughout the week. And then I just picked my favorites based upon, you know, the layout of the Costco, the employees of the Costco. So I just pretty much picked my favorite. Now there are some better than others out here, but I still like I have my favorite, and I know my routine now. I have my routine with the stores that are far from me, the stores that are close to me, So I'm saying that to say this. Even when you get my tips, even when I show you guys the secret tips, that may do a lot for you even in your city, but you gotta put in the work, man. That's the difference. I put in the work. Most of these shoppers won't put in the work. They won't put in the work. To be honest, a lot of y'all lazy. You just want to hand it to you. It's not hard. How hard is it? You look at your phone and say, oh, they want bread. Let me go get bread. Oh, they want grapes. Let me go get grapes. Let me put them in a cart. Let me pay for it with their money, and then let me deliver it to their door, and let me do it again in the AC. How hard is it? It's not hard. I put in the work. Now, we're going to jump into the tips. All right? I'm not giving them right now. Don't think that. I ain't giving no tips right now. What I'm telling y'all is I made up my mind. I'm doing an OnlyFans. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do an OnlyFans, and I'm only allowing 1,000 people to be a part of the OnlyFans. And then I will do free content inside my OnlyFans, and I will do paid content inside my OnlyFans, depending on how big the information is. I have some really game-changing stuff that I honestly don't want everyone to have. What I'm doing here is creating these barriers. The OnlyFans to get in, and then if you want to pay for certain stuff, or if you don't, it's up to you. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of that, anyone in the OnlyFans, I'm answering all questions, everything within the 24 hours, probably within 12 hours, right away, because now it's something different where if it takes time away from my day, anybody a part of my OnlyFans is helping me and my daughter and my family by growing the company, growing the empire. So I will definitely 100% take time out of my day to help whoever is a part of that. All right, so I'm doing the OnlyFans. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'll let you know when I drop it. You'll know, because I'll just post all the links in below all the videos once it is dropped. All right, fam, so I guess my camera burnt out. I was sitting in the car, it overheated, it stopped. I don't even know where I left off, but long story short, yeah, I'm dropping OnlyFans. It will be in all the links of the videos. I didn't start it yet, but that's something I can start really soon. But I want to start it and have the content already rolling inside there. So when I do start it, it'll already be equipped with some like bangers. I'm like intro, outro, the reason why my tips go up, everything, the reason why I switch 4 different phones, the reason why I win, you know, I would say over 95% of my batches that I try to swipe, I get them, and I'm gonna give it all on OnlyFans. So if you're serious, make sure you're a part of that, because I'm only allowing 1,000 people. I don't care about all the money and all that. It's 1,000 people and that's it. I don't want everyone in the whole world that does Instacart to know all the secret strategies, right? And I'm gonna periodically give some fire that I will not show on the YouTube, all right? So I don't want everybody a part of that. I want the serious ones a part of that. So it's only gonna be 1,000 people that I'll allow, and that's it. It's cutting off after that. There it is. It's gonna be all there for you, and you have direct contact with me all the time. So that's what it is. Yeah, I didn't want to make this video too long, but I wanted you guys to know that it was kind of like story time, this video, all right? But besides that, it's peace and love. Keep crushing it. I did 306 yesterday, Monday, and today I'm not really making no money yet because I'm not really doing any batches. But I'm about to go drop my sister off. Yeah, it's peace and love. We out. Peace.